Welcome to the Dr. Erin Show. May you live your truth. Good morning from Los Angeles, California. We come together each day to know the truth, live on spiritual principle, and align with universal law. So let's do this thing, you guys. Let's begin with an invocation. Taking a deep breath in, knowing the truth that the ultimate relationship is within. All other relationships are the projection and reflection of our ability to love. And I really recognize that relationships are the opportunity to experience deeper and deeper depths of our soul. What we do like, what we don't like, what is our truth? How do we have the ability to respond? And so today I know that there is this divine use of energy, and we get to either create it and have amazing, extraordinary relationships that expand, grow, and deliver extraordinary art, things, and expressions to the world. And there's an inverted use of the energy to create dysfunctional relationships that tie us and bound us and that literally have us dysfunctional. They don't work. And so today I declare that there is the ultimate relationship within, and that as we love thyself, as we get in harmony with ourselves and find peace within ourselves and full self-expression, our relationships begin to demonstrate that as well. And as together we say, and so it is. So on that note, today's topic is how to destroy your relationship. I have been there, and I know so many of us have, in ways we have no idea how we destroyed it. Energetically, you are a powerful spiritual being that the moment you even consider someone to be something, you set in motion and you actually create them into existence. That's right. Relationships are really the union of two consciousness coming together, and we create the other person into existence. And everyone around us creates our relationship into existence. So how to destroy your relationship is to talk negatively about your relationship, to focus on what is wrong with the relationship. So I want to talk to you today a little bit about one of the biggest pitfalls that I watch clients do, that I did in my 20s, and that I watch especially my girlfriends, not anymore, but a lot of girlfriends. One of our typical ways is coming together and complaining. So I'll never forget when I was in my 20s, I used to do that. I would, I was in a kind of dysfunctional relationship, and I would call up my girlfriends and I would tell them all about all the things that was wrong with it and all the things that was wrong with him and blah, blah, blah. And when I work with clients and they want to deal with whatever relationship issue, the first thing I ask is, how are you going about your life? Who are you talking to this about? Because one of the primary things of living on spiritual principle is literally being very, very cautious of the words that you use and how you create into existence everything in your life. So one of the primary work is to become disciplined to not complain about your relationship to your girlfriends, to your friends, to your family, whoever that is, right? The spiritual principle is that you still get to have a sacred space for that. You find a mentor, you find a coach, you find a therapist to actually have your times that you deal with what's going on. You want somebody who's neutral, who is not going to take sides or have an opinion or just consciously, because people just aren't that advanced. They just literally, you can tell them whatever's going on dramatically in your relationship, and they just can't help but have judgment. They can't help but have an opinion. It's just that they may not be a neutral party to hold in consciousness. So, it's fascinating because if you think about it, when people get married, one of the primary jobs of a minister is to hold the space for the union, which means they get agreement from both families. They get agreement from all the friends and all the people, because they know energetically that we are so powerful that literally everyone in the environment of a relationship holds that relationship in its creation, literally. So if you have people around you, and I'm sure we've all experienced where we've been in relationship and our partner's friends don't necessarily like us, or they just don't support it. They don't think it's right. And it literally has this binding thing that pulls apart the relationship. Some people have been in a relationship where maybe the parents of the person doesn't necessarily want their child to be in a relationship with that person. And it literally tears the relationship apart. You are not just the relationship of the two of you. You are the relationship of the sum total of all the people around you. And how the sum people and your environment hold your relationship is creating it into existence. So one of the primary ways of destroying your relationship is talking negatively about it, energizing the problems, energizing what is wrong with it. The primary principle to live on in relationship is to see the person you're in relationship for the miracle that they are, and really focus on their strengths and energize those strengths. It's actually technically out of ethics to be in a relationship and focus on someone's pitfalls, to focus on what's wrong with them. And oftentimes, going through codependency and awakening, going past, love addiction and these things, I realized looking back, I was one of those women in my 20s that I wanted to fix, change, control the person I was with. And I always thought it was them. Something's wrong with them. They need to change. They're not, doing X, Y, or Z. They're, bad or wrong because X, Y, and Z. And it wasn't until I really truly awoken to understanding spiritual ethics, and I began to point the finger back at myself, taking full responsibility and realizing that I was the one who was holding them back in life, because I was the one that was focusing on their strengths instead of their weaknesses instead of their strengths. And so this is so incredibly powerful. If you are listening to this, if you have a friend that complains, if you complain, please share this. We need to know this wisdom. This wisdom can change your entire life. I know it did for mine. And so how do you destroy your relationship? You focus on what's wrong. You go out and you complain. You get agreement from your friends on the phone of how your partner is wrong. That is the number one way to destroy any relationship. And so if you truly decided that you're ready to powerfully step into relationship, it is a discipline. So today's universal law is to align with the law of oneness. I mean, the point is this: we are one. You are not just individual from your partner. You are one. Everyone in your life is one with you. Every single family member, every single friend, every single person you work with is holding in consciousness who you are and who your relationship is. There is one presence, one mind, one spirit, one life source, which is divine love. This law unifies all people, places, and things, and it is the interconnectedness of all of life, past, present, future. You are energetically connected to all of life. And this is why doing your amends for past relationships is so important, you guys. You've got to go and say you're sorry. You've got to clean up with your friends. Like, you know what? I used to really complain and energize, and I played into destroying that relationship. You've got to take accountability in your life and look where you destroyed your relationships, where you created it into existence. And when you fully acknowledge that, you will experience being powerful. You're already all powerful, but you will experience being more powerful than ever in the realm of relationship. So you have that ability. You have the ability to use the one universal law, the energy, to destroy or to create. You can destroy and make a relationship miserable, or you can create it into an extraordinary, amazing relationship. It's your choice. It doesn't mean you stay in dysfunctional relationship. It doesn't mean you stay with people that you don't align with. You can put boundaries and you can say, you know what, they're perfect exactly as they are and they're not for me. And that's fine too. But staying in something and energizing it negatively does nothing but hurt everyone. So on that note, also today's spiritual practice is to practice non-triangulation, practice non-complaining, practice non-gossip. So important. Such a daily spiritual practice, one of the most important, especially if you're in a relationship, no question about it. And today's challenge is to get a spiritual counselor, get a mentor, get a therapist, so that when you are going through hard times, because life is challenging, you need to have the right person. You need to have someone that's going to hold you accountable, that's going to have a neutral mind, and that can know the pure potential and be able to understand how you are creating your life into existence, and you have full free will. So on that note, I know today is a divine day to love thyself and love everyone in your life. I am opening up masterminds, group masterminds now. I'm completely full on one-on-ones right now. But you can direct message me. You can email me at Erin@erinfallhaskell.com. You can go to my website. You can go to Instagram under drerin.tv. And you can, we're doing group 12-week masterminds right now. Love to have you in there. Powerful, powerful stuff going on. And we're actually opening up a couple spots. It's going to double in price for 2019. So you can actually get in for a beta test, which is half the price right now, which is going to be epic because I'm going to give you so much more value. You're going to be able to get into it even more than the 12 weeks because you're going to be ahead of 2019. So on that note, have a divine day, you guys, and may you live your truth. Thanks again for tuning in to Dr. Erin. I'd like to invite you to write a review for this podcast on iTunes. It's important that we like, share, and comment and support the communities that we love. In return, I have a free gift for you, 30 guided meditations, which you can find at drerin.tv. That's www.drerin.tv. Get inspired and learn to use your mind for good via my free app, which includes my daily live show, interviews, power talks, universal law lessons, and more. Also, if you're ready to take a quantum leap in your life, you can join my mastermind. And you can claim your free digital masterclass with the purchase of my international best-selling book, Awakening, a 40-day guide to unleashing your spiritual powers, life purpose, and manifesting your dreams. Thanks again, and may you live your truth.